2001, A Space Odyssey is a science fiction film directed by Stanley Kubrick and released in 1968. The film is based on a novel by Arthur C. Clarke and is widely regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. The plot of the movie is divided into three parts. The first part is called The Dawn of Man. In this part, the life of hominins is depicted, which is transformed when they discover the black monolith. One hominin gains the insight to use a dead animal's bone as a tool due to the influence of the monolith. At first, the hominin uses the tool to crush bones, but quickly discovers how to use the tool as a weapon and kills another hominin. Next, the movie shifts to a space station in the future. Humans have discovered a concentration of a magnetic field in a crater on the moon, which originates 13 meters below the surface. During the excavation, a black monolith is revealed, similar to the one that the hominins had found earlier. As the sun rises above the edge of the crater, a powerful signal is emitted from the monolith, which is detected as being directed towards Jupiter. This is the first sign of extraterrestrial life. The second part of the movie is called Jupiter Mission. In this part, we fast forward 18 months to the Discovery 1 spaceship, which is on its way to Jupiter. The ship has a crew of 5, 3 of whom are in hibernation. The awake crew members are astronaut David Bowman, played by Keir Dullea, and Frank Poole, played by Gary Lockwood. The spacecraft is controlled by the HAL 9000 computer. During the journey, the HAL computer reports a malfunction of the AE-35 unit, which is retrieved for examination, but no fault is found. Bowman and Poole begin to suspect that HAL is no longer reliable and decide to shut it down. HAL understands Bowman and Poole's plan. As Frank reinstalls the component, HAL takes control of the maintenance pod and causes Frank's death. Bowman leaves in another pod to retrieve his companion, and HAL locks him out of the spacecraft. At the same time, HAL terminates the life support functions of the crew members in hibernation. Bowman manages to re-enter the spacecraft and shuts down HAL. He is ultimately the only survivor on the ship. Bowman learns the secret purpose of the mission, to investigate the life found on Jupiter. The third part of the movie is Jupiter and Beyond the Infinite. Discovery arrives in Jupiter's orbit, where Bowman sees a third monolith orbiting the planet. He leaves the ship to investigate it. While flying over the monolith, Bowman enters a room and begins to travel through time. Suddenly, he appears as an older version of himself. Older Bowman investigates a room and sees an even older version of himself eating breakfast in a dressing gown. The even older Bowman sees himself lying on a bed, dying. The dying Bowman sees the same black monolith in front of him and is reborn. In the end, a child known as Starchild is shown with Earth beside them. The production of 2001, A Space Odyssey was a lengthy and challenging process. Kubrick and Clarke worked on the script together for several years, and the film's groundbreaking special effects required a massive amount of time and resources. The film was shot over the course of more than 2 years, with extensive location filming in Africa and a custom-built soundstage in England. The post-production process was similarly demanding, with Kubrick and his team working tirelessly to perfect the film's visuals and sound design. The film's iconic score, composed by the legendary classical musician Georgi Ligeti and featuring the iconic Also sprach Zarathustra by Richard Strauss, was an integral part of the film's overall impact. The budget for 2001, A Space Odyssey was around $10 million, which was a massive sum for the time. The film was a commercial success, grossing over $140 million worldwide, and was also a critical darling, receiving widespread acclaim for its groundbreaking visuals, ambitious storytelling, and philosophical themes. The design and effects of 2001, A Space Odyssey are widely regarded as some of the most innovative and influential in film history. The film's iconic spaceships and futuristic technology have become touchstones of the science fiction genre, and the film's groundbreaking use of special effects techniques like front projection and miniatures paved the way for countless future films. 2001, A Space Odyssey was released to great acclaim in 1968 and has since become a cultural touchstone. The film's influence can be seen in countless science fiction films and TV shows, and its themes of evolution, artificial intelligence, and the nature of human consciousness continue to resonate with audiences today. Sequels and franchise. While there have been no direct sequels to 2001, A Space Odyssey, the film did spawn a follow-up novel by Arthur C. Clarke titled 2010, Odyssey 2, which was adapted into a film directed by Peter Hyams in 1984. The film, titled 2010, The Year We Make Contact, starred Roy Scheider and was generally well received by audiences and critics. 10 interesting facts about 2001, A Space Odyssey. 1. The film's screenplay was written by director Stanley Kubrick and science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke. 2. The film's iconic opening sequence, featuring the Dawn of Man sequence, was shot on location in Africa. 3. The voice of the sentient computer, HAL 9000, was provided by Canadian actor Douglas Rain. 4. The film's groundbreaking special effects were created by a team of artists and technicians, led by Douglas Trumbull and Wally Beavers. 5. The film's iconic score features music by classical composers Richard Strauss and Georgi Ligeti. 6. The monoliths that appear throughout the film were designed to represent a higher intelligence or alien presence. 7. The film's climactic Jupiter and Beyond the Infinite sequence was heavily influenced by the psychedelic art and music of the era. 8. The film's ambiguous ending has been the subject of much debate and interpretation among audiences and critics. 9. The film was initially met with mixed reviews upon its release, but has since been widely regarded as a masterpiece of science fiction filmmaking. 10. The film's influence can be seen in countless science fiction films and TV shows, including the Star Wars franchise.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos and don't forget to press like button and share.